Hi. It is Wednesday, May the 24th. This is round two, and the cat's going to start. This is round two. I've already done a video once today. I wasn't happy with it. I didn't like the tone on it. I didn't like the tone it was taken. So I thought I would try for another one and see if it turned out a little bit better, maybe. So I have nothing of value to talk about. So congratulations, you're watching a nothing of value video, which says something about both me and you. No, I'm just messing. So what I talked about on my last video that I recorded earlier this morning that I didn't want to talk about here, but I'm going to mention it real quick anyway, is I was just talking about some emotional garbage I'm going through and processing, because I'm doing a lot of processing. And some of that processing is getting kicked off because Dan was in a big accident a couple days ago. I say it was a big accident. Of course, he and our friend walked away, which means that any good accident that you walk away from is a good accident. But, you know, they rolled the car at least once. Dan thinks maybe twice. And it's made me a bit snippish at pretty well the whole world because I don't deal with stress well. You know, it kind of made me think about the fact that I'm functioning primarily out of a place of fear rather than a place of love lately. Fear of lack, fear of loss, fear of a lot of things, and I'm not really keen on that behavior, so I'm going to try and turn that around. I've got a lot of stuff going on in my world right now. I have recitals coming up. I have my first recital this coming Sunday, and you guys will probably see videos on that. I don't typically put my kids up because I don't feel comfortable putting other people's children on the internet. Figure that. But if we can get decent recordings, we will put whatever it is that I mangle up on here. Every year for recital, I do 2 songs for each recital. This year I'm doing 2 recitals, which means I'm learning 4 songs, which really means that I'm panicking over about a dozen of them and I can't decide which ones I'm going to do, and I'm down to like 3 days and I got to get it figured out. But every performance I do 1 contemporary and 1 classical. So I am looking at a Bach piece this year that I did a long time ago, and my hands have apparently forgotten. And I'm also looking at a Chopin piece that is like, it at one point was my complete and total and utter downfall. I was made to memorize it, and I got up to play it at the recital that I was at as a performing student, and I got literally 2 chords in and forgot what I was playing and couldn't recover. Which was when my piano instructor realized that when I said memorizing is not really my bag, that's when it kind of occurred to her that maybe it wasn't just stage fright. Memorizing is not my thing. So I'm looking at those 2 pieces, and then I'm looking at maybe singing a piece this year. I've been practicing 2 different singing pieces. I'm not pleased with how either of them is going, so I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. If I don't, I have to find something to replace that. And then this Sunday, I start doing 2 churches every Sunday now. I start playing for 2 churches, which means that I'll be playing for 2 different Methodist churches. I'm replacing another retiring musician in another church. So I'll do this week with that church, and then next week I'm off from the second church because they're having like a going away thing for him. And then the week after that I start in, and I am their full-time pianist then at that point. I'm doing a good job of killing the sacrificial plants, as we all knew I would, because it's what I do. Poor plants. And yeah, I've been kind of scoping out the new location where the shop's going to go. I'm having a hard time visualizing, but it's because I'm having a hard time visualizing. They're doing significantly more work over there than I am. I need to get over there and figure out what I can do to help. But my out date is in a month and a week, so I've got a month and a week to move everything. What else do I know? I think that's about all I know right now. We're attempting to get Chloe rehomed. Chloe would be the hostage cat that you frequently see in these videos. The reason we're trying to get her rehomed is because this room that she's in, it's the only room she's ever in, which is why she's known as the hostage cat. This room is maybe 12 by 10, maybe 12 by 14, maybe. And it's all she knows. And it's all she knows because we have a cat that lives in the other rest of the house that wants to kill her. And we have tried for the last almost 3 years to integrate her, and we've tried every trick in the book, and it's not working. So I'm trying to rehome Chloe, which means these videos may start looking a little different in the future. Who knows? It's not that she's not a beautiful cat. It's not that she's not almost a lovely cat, but this is not a good environment for her. She is technically safe. She is being fed, and she has a litter box, but that is really, she's getting no stimulation. It's just not good for her here. So we're trying to rehome her. I think that's pretty much it. My car has died, so we're in kind of a limbo right now, which means that today I got to rediscover my bicycle, and that was a lot of fun. It's a small enough town that bicycling around this town isn't a big deal, and it's not a very hilly town either, at least not the areas that I have any business in. So it's nice for a fat girl who hasn't been on a bicycle much in the last 20 years. It's good biking for me. So that's a good thing. And I think that's all I know. So these are becoming quite abridged and truncated videos, aren't they? I need to start getting some actual subject matter in here. Yeah. So okay, so I'm going to let you guys go for the night. I'm going to go play Minecraft because that's what I do. And hang out with the people I know. And I will catch up with you guys. Hopefully you'll see a video maybe on Sunday afternoon. Maybe 2, actually. Because I'll put up 2 separate videos for each of the songs. I'll do 1 video for each song. If they record well. And I'm not ashamed of them. Because you never know. So, yeah. I'll see you guys then later. Have a great weekend. Bye. Oh! Don't forget, it's Memorial Day weekend this weekend, you guys. So make sure that you take a moment this weekend to like put away the barbecue tongs or whatever it is that you do. You know, put some clothes on over the top of the swimsuit if you're fortunate enough to live in a place that's warm enough and actually feels like summer outside. It does not feel like summer outside yet, she says. And then when it does, oh. But take a moment this weekend to, you know, spare a thought for the guys and the gals that have given their lives to service. Over the many years that, you know, we've had a military here in the U.S., which is pretty much the entire existence of the U.S., I guess, huh? Anyway, you know where I'm going with that. Coming from a family of vets, Memorial Day is important to me because you have to kind of remember what it is that these people sacrificed, you know. So take some time this weekend, find yourself at a celebration. If nothing else, why don't you go out and buy a handful of flowers and go deposit some flowers on some veterans' graves. Just find something that you can do that shows an appreciation and shows an acknowledgement of the lives that were given for our safety and our protection. And then that's all I have to say. So now I'm going to go away for real. Have a good night, you guys, and I'll catch up with you later. Bye.